Are you looking for a travel trailer that's lightweight, easy to tow, and you can probably even store it in your driveway? Well, stick around, folks. We found 3 awesome trailers, all under 20 feet long. This travel trailer actually goes by 2 different manufacturers' names. It's known as the Braxton Creek Free Solo FAM model, which is sold at RV1 dealerships, or it's also known as the Bushwhacker Plus model number 17BH. Comes in at an unloaded vehicle weight of 2520. It's got a gross vehicle weight rating of 3320 for a cargo carry capacity of 800 pounds. It measures in at 18 feet long and it sleeps 4. When you first walk into this small travel trailer, on the right-hand side, the first thing you'll notice are the bunk beds. Straight ahead, you'll notice is where the kitchen is located, and all the way at the front of the trailer is where the dinette is, and on that side is a wet bathroom. Here I am standing at the bunk beds, and there's a couple really cool features about these bunks and a couple not so cool features that we want to point out as well. First of all, the top bunk and the bottom bunk are really a very good size. They're both 42 inches wide and they are 78 inches long. So they're really good sized bunks. A child or an adult could sleep in these bunks very, very comfortably. There's also a ladder here that's built in, so it's not removable. I think that's a good thing because you don't have to worry about where to store your ladder, but it's also a bad thing because it inhibits your ability to get to items under here. And the reason it's a problem is because this lower bunk can also lift up and out of the way, and then you can use this whole area as storage. But now it's hard to get to because this built-in ladder is in the way. So I wish it was removable, but on the other hand, you don't have to worry about where to store it. Where do you weigh in on this issue? Let us know in the comments down below. So here I am at the doorway walking into this camper, and one other thing to really point out is Susan's only 5'1" and she's already banged her head a couple times on the top of this door. I'm standing outside on the step and I would have to really scoot down a lot to get under that door. So just something to be aware of when you're looking at some of these smaller travel trailers that are out there. So here we are at the kitchen area just next to the bunks. You'll notice that you have a microwave oven up top and a wall-mounted air conditioning unit. Now, the good thing about a wall-mounted AC unit is it's cheaper, so the cost of the trailer will be lower. And if you ever had to replace it, it's very easy to pull this out and replace it at a very low cost. Now, down below, we have a single bowl sink. This sort of looks like a bathroom faucet setup to me. I don't like the separate hot and cold. I'd much rather have them all in one handle. But you've got your faucet here with a little gooseneck over top. This really doesn't even swivel. So not a great setup as far as I'm concerned. You do have a 2-burner stove here. And I would like to see the 2-burner stove turned sideways. So the burners are one in front and one in the back, and that would create just a little bit more countertop space in here that you could use when you're preparing your meals. But the way it's set up, the countertop space that's usable is behind the cooktop, and that's really not a great place to have usable countertop space. Now down below, you do have a couple of doors that open for some extra storage. There are no drawers in here, so for utility or kitchen utensils and things, you'll have to have some boxes of, you know, maybe clear plastic totes or things where you keep all those types of items so they don't go flying everywhere. Now, right next to the cooktop is where your refrigerator is located. Now, ideally, you would like this door to open and swing so that you can access it from the kitchen area, but it's set up with the door the other way. Just so you know, you can always reverse the swing on these refrigerators. It's not that hard to do. Just look it up in a YouTube video and they'll show you how to reverse the door on this particular style refrigerator. But it's a small compact fridge with a separate ice maker, which is great for a travel trailer this size, which is really meant for just weekend getaways and that sort of style of camping. As we move past the refrigerator, we have a U-shaped dinette, which also serves as, you know, the owner's bedroom back here. So you're going to end up with about a short queen size bed in this area, about 60 inches wide by 76 inches long. You'll also notice over top of my head, you've got a little bit of storage up here on the shelf. Now, one thing I want to point out about this dinette table, and this is true for a lot of trailers that we've reviewed,
there are no cup holders built into this table. And I know when Susan and I are camping, we always like to have cup holders because the table's a small size, it's a limited amount of space, it's really easy to knock over your drink. If you buy a camper with this style table, you can always buy a hole saw and drill a hole, and you can buy little plastic cup holders right online at Amazon and drop them right into place, and boom, now you've got drink holders on your dinette table. So here I am inside the shower here, and it's got a really nice retractable shower door, which is fantastic. It's much better than having a curtain which would blow in and out of you. Now this is a wet bath, and for those of you that don't know, a wet bath just means that your toilet is inside of the shower area. So you would use this both as your shower and your toilet area. The advantage of it is it saves a lot of space inside the trailer, and since this trailer is under 20 feet, we need to use all the space we possibly can. The downside is every time you take a shower, you have to come in and sort of wipe out the bathroom to dry it up, because if you want to use the toilet later in the day, if it's all wet in here, you know, you end up tracking water in and out of the shower and into your camper. So we've camped in a camper one time that had a wet bath. And again, it's advantages and disadvantages. For us, it was inconvenient, but for folks that are looking for a smaller camper and trying to maximize the space, you know, a wet bath is definitely the way to go and has its advantages. Now, height-wise in here, as you guys know, I'm 5'11", and I have to crouch down in here. I mean, I think that we probably have a total of, you know, 5 feet 8 inches in here, and that's about it. But for a smaller shower, it's certainly adequate and will do the job. One other really cool feature about the dinette is underneath the back dinette booth, you have this pass-through storage area.
Introducing today's sponsor, RV Snap Pad. RV Snap Pad is the world's only permanent jack pad. It's made for fifth wheels, motorhomes, travel trailers, truck campers, and much more. Snap pads were made to snap onto your levelers or stabilizer system and stay there for good. The reasons we installed snap pads on our RV are: we have permanent jack pads installed at all times, we have increased stability for each landing foot, our jack feet are protected from bending or damage, we have reduced slipping or sinking on soft surfaces, and we're even protected from indirect lightning strikes. We're partnered with SnapPad to offer our viewers a special discount on a set of snap pads. Just click the link in the description below or go to rvsnappad.com, enter your RV info, and get an instant recommendation for the right size snap pads for your rig. Then use our discount code RVBlogger10 during checkout to get 10% off. Snap pads are made in South Carolina, California, and Indiana from recycled tire crumb. In addition to being made in the USA, Snap Pads offers additional discounts for veterans or first responders. Visit rvsnappad.com today for more info.
This RV is from Highland Ridge RV, and it's their open range travel trailer, model number 172FB. It's got an unloaded vehicle weight of just 2,890 pounds, cargo carry capacity of 860 pounds, for a total gross vehicle weight rating of 3,750 pounds, and it measures in at just 19 feet 3 inches long. When you first walk into this travel trailer, it feels like it's a small camper, but it also feels pretty big in here. You've got your whole entire kitchen and dinette area here, and then the bed is to the front. And in the back of the trailer here, we've got some storage and the bathroom area. Now, just to my left, there are two very large storage cabinets. Both have shelves inside of them. And then you've got your nice dinette right here that could pretty easily seat 4 people, but it's really very, very comfortable for 2. The table does drop down and create another sleeping area, so 1 additional person could sleep here as well. There's also storage up top. There's an open storage area with your radio controls, and then you've got a lot of nice big open cabinet storage up top as well. Directly across from the dinette, we have a nice inline kitchen setup here. I really like the light white cabinetry in here. It's got a two-tone feel because the living area or dining area has darker tones. The kitchen area has the lighter tones. But it's got a very good sized refrigerator and a separate freezer in here. This is a 3-way fridge, which is really nice for those of you that like to do a little boondocking or have your propane power your refrigerator to keep things cold. Up top here we have a small microwave, also additional storage over top the kitchen sink. Down below the kitchen sink is a really, really good size. This is a huge kitchen sink for a small travel trailer, and it's pretty deep too, so easily you can do your dishes in here. It does have a nice gooseneck faucet, but no sprayer. Now, one thing they've done to create a little bit more countertop space in here is they have an inline 2-burner cooktop. So instead of the burners being side by side, there's one in front of the other, and it does give you more cabinet or countertop space here, which is always a good thing to have. There's also additional storage below the cooktop, and try to get you a view in there. Pretty big, you know, pretty big area, lots of storage there. And then you have a couple of drawers here for all your kitchen utensils, and even more storage under the kitchen sink. One thing I forgot to mention about the dinette is that both of the seat cushions pop up, and there is storage underneath, so you have access to that as well. The bed area has, you know, a little bit of storage up over top. Very nice cabinetry, nice hardware. One other thing to note up top here is that's where your TV hookup would be. You have your cable, receptacle, and your backer all built into the wall here. And so if you're laying in bed, you would have a good view of your TV, but not such a great view if you're sitting at the dinette. The bed itself looks to be a short queen, and let's see what we have here. Actually, it's 80 inches, and it is 54 inches wide, so it's a full-size twin bed or full-size bed? Full-size bed if it's 54 inches. I always get them mixed up. I don't know. But anyway, you can lift up the mattress here, and there's plenty of storage underneath of the bed as well, and it's also accessible from the outside compartment door. One other cool feature that's built in here is this little flip-up area, and there's plenty of room for storage in here as well. And there's also a receptacle here so you can plug in cell phones and whatnot to recharge them. Here I am standing in the bathroom, and the bathroom's a pretty good size for a small travel trailer. Ceiling height up into the fan or skylight is about 6 feet 6 inches, and it's got a shower curtain in here, so it's a small but adequate shower in this bathroom. You'll also notice there is no medicine cabinet, just a mirror on the wall, but it does have a corner vanity set up with a decent sized sink and a little bit of storage underneath. And as far as the elbow test goes, when you're sitting on the commode in here, you know, one elbow can go into the shower and the other one is right here. So actually it does very, very well on the elbow tests.
This is the Winnebago Hike 100, model number H1316MB. It sleeps 3 people, has an unloaded vehicle weight of 2,748 pounds, a gross vehicle weight rating of 4,200 pounds, with an impressive cargo carry capacity of 1,452 pounds, and it measures in at just 15 feet 9 inches long.
When you first walk into the Hike 100, you'll notice that it's very compact, but a really great camper for weekend camping. You'll notice, first of all, on the right-hand side, you've got a storage cabinet above with your control panel off to the right. Then you've got a convection-style microwave oven, which is fantastic. Below that, you have some additional countertop space because there's really no countertop space in here, so this is really an ingenious design to help create some countertop space so you can prepare meals and things like that. And then finally, you have a nice compact mini fridge down here with a separate freezer area. Right next to the microwave and the refrigerator is where the kitchen sink area is located. First of all, you have a little shelf up top. Now, when Susan and I travel, when we have shelving or cabinets that we store our stuff, we use clear plastic containers so things don't go flying everywhere. And you would definitely need to do something like that up here to make this shelf work. Below that, you have a very small kitchen sink. It's very shallow. It does come with a nice big gooseneck faucet and a separate sprayer, but it would be pretty hard to wash dishes in here. And honestly, the way this camper's set up, it's really meant more for outside living than inside, but you do have all the conveniences in here anyway. And then you have more storage also underneath your kitchen sink. So here I am on the bed inside of this camper, and let's see how wide this is. So it's about 72 inches long, 54 inches wide. So that would make this, honey, a twin size bed or a full size bed? I never get these right.
Bed.
That would make this a full-size bed. Now, one really cool feature in here, though, is up above the outside kitchen area, they've actually added another bunk up here. So if it's 2 parents and 1 child, you could make this work really, really well for a nice family weekend getaway. There are receptacles and USB ports in here as well. And then, check it out, it's got these really nifty doors that open and pass through, and that goes out to where your outdoor kitchen is, and we'll take a look at that in just a minute. So in between the bathroom, which we're going to go into in just a minute, and the bed area is this nice big closet in here. Now, it doesn't have a rod up top. I would expect it would have that, so this could be somewhat of a wardrobe and storage cabinet. But again, it's for weekend camping. I don't know that you really need to hang many things up, but it's a nice big spot for storage. And in addition to that, down below here, you've got all this storage underneath of the bed area as well. So here I am inside of this wet bath, like I always find myself standing in these showers. As you know, I'm 5'11", but if you're standing in here, you have, gosh, about 6 feet 6 inches up into the skylight area. So for you taller campers, you should be able to fit in here pretty well. Now, this bathroom serves 2 purposes. One, of course, it's a bathroom with a shower and a toilet. And second of all, it is a closet while you're traveling. It has some shelves in here that you can easily remove so you can make it into a bathroom. But at least while you're traveling, you've got some additional storage in here as well. Come on outside, let's check out the outside kitchen. So here we are at the outside kitchen, and you'll notice that it's a pretty good amount of space up here. It comes with an induction cooktop that you can plug in right here in your outdoor kitchen, or you can use it anywhere for that matter, because it is a free standing unit. Then it's got this little grid on the back that you can hang things from. It does have not have a sink back here, but it does have like a dish drain, and it's got a separate hose, so you could use all this to wash your dishes outside. And then it's got a Truma cooler, which will keep all your cold storage nice and cold. And then up above, you have additional storage areas. And as you know, the middle 2 panels open and you can see into the rest of the trailer.
And that's how you could serve me dinner.
And that's how I could serve you dinner. Wouldn't that be nice? Breakfast in bed. It even has pass-through storage under the kitchen area, and this is a lot of space. Hey guys, if you liked our video today, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button down below so you'll be notified every single week when Susan and I put out a brand new video. And if you want to find some even smaller travel trailers, just click the box down below so you can check out our video called 3 Small Travel Trailers Under 15 Feet Long.